Did you know that this is the game on Roblox with the most visits? And this is one of the scariest games in Roblox's history. These are some crazy facts about Roblox that you must know. Starting off, the very first thing I'm going to be telling you about is this game that is extremely peculiar. It's a game called Dancing Parrots, and you literally just watch parrots dance. That's literally all the game is. And it's honestly pretty cool and kind of a chill place to be around, honestly. Other than that, I don't think the game has much practical use, but I guess it's something cool to have in the background if you're trying to do homework or something, I guess. Moving on, the next thing about Roblox I'm going to be telling you about is that there's actually a game on Roblox called Roblox University. And this is a game that's made by Roblox themselves. And one thing about the game that I noticed when I joined is that it's an extremely old game. And this game looks like it's at least 10 years old. If you walk around the place, you can find out some things about Roblox. But other than that, I don't really think the game has much practical use. But like the video if you want to graduate from Roblox University. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to be telling you about is actually a feature that used to be in the game a couple years ago, but it was suddenly removed for some reason. And the feature I'm going to be telling you about is guests. A guest was a feature that basically let people test Roblox without actually making an account. And I'm not really sure why guests even existed, because you could literally make a Roblox account without even providing an email. But guests weren't actually in the game when the game first started. Guests were added in 2008, September 26th. And you can only be a guest if you played the game on PC. On any other platform, it just simply did not work. When you played as a guest, you actually weren't able to change your avatar at all. This is the default avatar that you would get. And there's literally nothing you could change about it. And you couldn't even buy Roblox because that account isn't even really yours. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason they actually removed guests, because there's literally no point having them in the game. Guests were removed on October 2nd, 2017. But there was still a glitch where you can play as a guest on mobile, and that glitch was patched officially November 24th, 2018. And I guess that's when guests were officially removed from the game. But the last guest model wasn't the only guest model in the whole game. From 2011 to 2016, this is what guests looked like if you joined with them on PC. And if you join on mobile with them, this is what they look like. There's a pretty substantial difference. But other than that, the guests were pretty much the same. They had the same features no matter what platform you played on. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to be telling you about is the very first game on Roblox. And this game was called Rocket Arena. Since this was the very first game, it actually released when the game released, all the way back in 2006. But unfortunately, the game got removed a while after, but luckily they've added the game back and renamed it to Classic Rocket Arena. And the way this game works is actually pretty simple. You just get an RPG, you hop in a map like this, and you just have to destroy everyone on the other team. And rockets aren't the only thing that you fight with. There's also these cool gadgets, coils, and stuff that just helps you get kills. And one of the coolest things about this map is that you can actually blow up parts of it, which is honestly something a lot of games of Roblox now lack. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to be telling you about is this April Fool's Day joke that Roblox actually tricked its whole community with. And no, I'm not talking about the April Fool's hacking incident. I'm talking about an actual April Fool's Day joke. All the way back in 2007 on April 1st, Roblox's name changed from Roblox to Gooblox. You might be wondering, what does the goo even represent? Well, this is what their logo exactly looked like. And for you OGs out there, you might notice that this actually does look just like the old Google logo, at least the goo part of it. The reason that Roblox played this joke was to just trick the whole community into thinking that Google actually bought Roblox for a total of $380 million. And literally the whole community at the time thought it was real. And the website's name was even changed from Roblox.com to Gooblox.com. And to this day, Roblox still owns the Gooblox.com domain. So if you actually visit that website, it just redirects you back to Roblox, which is something that's just pretty cool. The next thing I'm going to be telling you about is some of the very first accounts that were created on the Roblox website. Everyone knows that the very first account was just Roblox, and the creator of Roblox created that himself. But the next two accounts that were created were called John Doe and Jane Doe. And if you're an OG on Roblox YouTube, then you should know there were tons of videos made about the John Doe and Jane Doe accounts. Some theories said that they were the secret hackers in Roblox's history, and there were literally so many conspiracy theories, and there was even a theory that on Friday the 13th that John Doe and Jane Doe would take over the Roblox website. And most of these videos appeared from 2016 to 2019, and literally everybody fell for it. In reality, there was literally no proof to any of these claims, and these accounts were literally just test accounts made by the owners, not some secret hackers that were going to take over the website. Honestly, the stories were still extremely entertaining. The next Roblox fact I'm going to be telling you about is the most expensive item that exists, and it is called the Dominus Imperius. And this is a hat that was released in 2014 as part of the limited edition series, and you can currently buy the item for a total of 1 million to 2 million Robux, depending on the market. And the rarity of the item comes with the high value that it has and the limited availability of it, and also the prestige that you get by owning it, because it's honestly the biggest flex to own the most expensive item in the whole game. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? The next thing I'm going to be telling you about is the Roblox oof sound, and if you don't know what sound I'm talking about, it's this one right here. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard this. Did you know that Roblox actually faced a lawsuit for this sound? Because Roblox didn't actually own the sound. They actually took it from a game called Messiah. And that's where Roblox got the sound from. And that's the reason they faced a lawsuit over it. Yes, you can literally sue people for taking a sound that's not even 1 second long. Moving on to the next fact, I'm pretty sure all of you watching should know about Omegle or Ome. It's basically where you just go talk to strangers online. It's a pretty interesting website, but did you actually know that's a version of this website on Roblox? It's literally called Romeet, where you can just meet random people. If you want to talk to them, you can talk to them. If you want to skip them, you can skip them. And it just shows your Roblox avatars. You can't actually talk with your voice, so you have to kind of communicate through text. And I guess it's just a cool game to meet people on. The next fact I'm going to be telling you about Roblox is that, did you know that you can actually play Roblox on VR? Yep, you heard that right. You can literally play Roblox in virtual reality. And I don't actually see many people doing this, but I guess that's also because not many people own VRs. But if you want to play Roblox on the VR, then the devices that you can play it on is the Meta Quest 2 as well as the Quest Pro. That's actually super cool. Imagine playing it in VR. That's a very surreal experience. Anyways, now I'm going to be telling you about the most visited games in Roblox's history. Everyone knows that the current most popular game on Roblox is actually Blox Fruits, but would you be surprised to know that it does not have the most visits out of every game? The game in 10th place is Welcome to Bloxburg with a total of almost 9 billion visits. Then we got Bed Wars with a total of 9.6 million. Then we got Royal High with a total of 9.9 billion. Then we got the game Piggy, which was extremely popular during lockdown, and this one has a total of 13 billion visits. Then we got Meep City with a total of 16 billion. Then we got Murder Mystery 2 with a total of 17 billion, barely reaching 5th place. Then we got Tower of Hell with a total of 23 billion. After that, we got Adopt Me with a total of 37 billion. Then in 2nd place, we got Blox Fruits with a total of 40 billion. And you might be wondering, what game is in 1st place? Well, it's Brookhaven Roleplay with a total of 54.6 billion visits. Think about that number for a second. The Earth's population is literally 8 billion. The game has 54 billion visits. That's honestly really crazy. The next thing I'm going to be telling you about is how to get Headless for free. I'm pretty sure most of you watching should already know what Headless is. It's basically a part of the package called Headless Horseman. We can just get an invisible head, and it's recently become a huge trend on Roblox to have this. But there's actually kind of a way to cheese the Headless effect and kind of get it for free. If you go into the marketplace and search up Headless, then you're going to get these small hat looking things, and most of the time they're named Headless. And if you actually end up buying this item and then pair it with some hair, then it actually covers the item completely and it looks like you have Headless. But keep in mind, people can still find out that you're using a fake Headless if they actually click on your profile. But I don't think most people are going to be buying the Headless Horseman package because it literally costs a total of 31,000 Robux. That's just way too absurd. Moving on, I'm going to be telling you about the most scary game in Roblox's history. It's called Horror Portals Holmes Hospital. And what you do in this game when you join is that you're just going to see a bunch of portals, and each portal takes you to a different type of scary game. And the game that you want to choose is Holmes Hospital because it's definitely the scariest game on this list by far. And before you actually hop on this game and get scared to death, I should warn you that there's a butt ton of jump scares. The first time I played this, I literally exited the game because I was that scared. I mean, just look at this. The next thing I'm going to be telling you about Roblox is the most consistently popular game on the platform. And you might be wondering, what is that game? And some of you might even guess Blox Fruits, but Blox Fruits mostly blew up in like 2021. And if you played the game before that, you're honestly an OG player. So you might be wondering, what is the most consistently popular game? Well, the answer is Murder Mystery 2. And the reason for that is because it's always been on the Discover place, always has a reasonable amount of people playing it. Even back in 2016 when I started playing the game, Murder Mystery 2 was one of the most popular games on the whole platform. And to this day, it still has a huge player base. So moving on, everyone knows about the super popular game Only Up. Most of you have probably watched Kai and Speed play this on a live stream. It's a pretty fun game that also makes you extremely angry. But did you know that Roblox actually has its own version of Only Up? And the game literally works in the same way. You just have to parkour all the way to the top of the map. And if you fall down, then, well, there are no checkpoints. You literally have to climb back all the way up again. And that's pretty much it.